This footage was taken by a farm security camera in the middle of the night. The lens faces a fenced enclosure under weak lights. At first, nothing moves. Then, at the edge of the frame, a shape outside the fence. It doesn't approach. It doesn't leave. It just stands there. The animals stay still. The camera didn't trigger because something passed by. It triggered because something stopped and kept watching. Number 20. In the dead of night, a farmer quietly checks the barn. Something shifts inside the darkness. It doesn't move like any animal he knows. The body stays low, compact, almost wolf-like, but the proportions feel wrong. For a split second, the face turns toward the camera, wide eyes, an expression that doesn't register as normal. It scurries across the floor, fast and erratic. Then, a brief flash. A rat-like shape, malformed, hard to define. The clip cuts before anything becomes clear. Number 19. Just after dawn, a farm surveillance camera activates on its own. The paddock looks empty at first. Then, a pale shape slips from the shadows. It moves slowly, calm, as if it knows the terrain. No sudden gestures, no visible panic. The posture draws attention, measured, controlled, almost intentional. Some viewers call it livestock. Others point to details that don't quite match. The proportions, the movement, the stillness. Nothing feels dramatic at first, but the longer it remains on screen, the harder it is to dismiss. The footage ends without context. No clarification followed. Number 18. Before sunrise, a security camera watches over a quiet goat farm. The enclosure is still, no movement. Then the animals react at once. A figure enters the frame, low to the ground, pale, almost featureless. It doesn't rush. It doesn't pause. It moves with purpose. Later, the farmer reviews the footage. Several animals are found dead. No clear tracks. No obvious signs of struggle. Some suggest a known predator. Others point out that no predator moves this way or leaves so little behind. The video ends without explanation. Nothing similar was recorded again. Number 17. Late at night, a rural farm falls completely silent. The CCTV keeps recording. From the darkness, a tall shadow enters the frame. Too narrow, too upright. It stops near the animals and ignores the camera entirely. No hesitation, no visible reaction. What unsettles viewers most is the livestock. They don't scatter. They freeze, as if aware of something the lens cannot capture. Show short clip. There's no clear attack before the footage abruptly ends. By morning, something on the farm is gone. Number 16. In the early hours of the morning, a rural security camera detects movement. At first, it resembles a shifting shadow. Then it separates from the light and moves on its own. The figure crosses the frame silently, too smooth, too controlled. Its proportions don't align. Arms hanging unusually long. A torso unnaturally narrow. It avoids the brightest areas, skirting the edge of visibility, as if aware of where the lens can reach. Later, the farmer confirms no animals escaped. No one else was on the property. Number 15. Shortly before sunrise, a farmer reviews footage from the previous night. Inside the enclosure, the animals appear restless. Then something shifts beyond the fence line. It stays low to the ground, almost crawling, barely visible between shadows. Seconds later, panic spreads. The livestock cluster together. Some try to break away. The camera keeps recording, but whatever triggered it never fully steps into view. By morning, several animals are dead. No clear wounds, no marks consistent with a known predator. Authorities suggest wildlife. The farmer, after seeing the footage, disagrees. The recording ends without clarity. Nothing further was officially explained. Number 14. A farm camera activates as the sky begins to lighten. Something small moves close to the ground. Then it rises upright. Briefly, the motion is fast, jerky, off pattern. Not a raccoon, not a fox. The clip lasts only seconds, yet viewers replay it repeatedly, freezing the same frames, trying to define the outline. When slowed down, local explanations start to weaken. The proportions don't align with familiar wildlife. The posture doesn't hold naturally. What starts as mild curiosity turns into unease. The footage ends before anything else returns. Number 13. Late at night, a farm camera activates near the barn. At first, the yard appears empty. Then, something moves along the ground. Low, elongated. Its eyes reflect red under infrared light. The body drags rather than runs. Moments later, a dog is pulled from where it was resting. There's brief resistance, confusion in the frame. Then, both disappear. Infrared can intensify eye shine. Motion blur can distort proportions. Red reflections are common in nocturnal animals. There's no confirmed anatomy, only a low silhouette with glowing eyes. What lingers is the dragging motion, and how quickly everything goes silent again. Number 12. At sunrise on a farm in Pará, Brazil, a worker begins filming. The camera shakes before anything is clear. Movement near the pen, fast, low. The sheep react instantly, filling the air with noise. The figure rushes the doorway. It slams into the entrance and stops abruptly. For a second, it appears stuck, its head pressing forward, as if forcing its way inside. Skepticism is necessary. Motion blur distorts. Panic changes perception. A known animal at the wrong angle can resemble anything. Still, that paused moment lingers. The shape pushing forward, enough to make viewers rewind in silence. Number 11. A farm worker places his phone down to record the flock. For several seconds, nothing appears unusual. Then, a tall figure enters the frame. At first, only a silhouette. Then the outline sharpens, long limbs, broad shoulders, towering over the sheep. The worker whispers, uncertain. Online, some say Bigfoot. Others suggest a primate distorted by light and distance. It doesn't charge. It doesn't make a sound. It stands watching the flock calmly, then turns and disappears into the trees. The recording ends there. No closer view, no confirmation. Number 10. In broad daylight, a strange animal appears inside a rural farm.
What is that?
Locals form a loose circle, guiding it toward a wooden fence. No one steps too close. The creature bares its teeth. Low stance, wide frame, heavy build. At first glance, it resembles a canine, but something feels misaligned. The head appears too broad, the legs unusually thick. Some call it a sick dog. Others argue it doesn't match local wildlife. There's tension, but no attempt at close capture. The clip ends before anything escalates. No official identification followed. Number 9. In an abandoned farm, a night camera records movement among the ruins. At first, the shape blends with shadow. Then it steps forward. The body appears massive, similar to a large dog. But the head looks different, closer to a primate. It moves slowly through debris, not rushing, not startled. Skepticism is necessary. Low resolution distorts edges. Darkness merges features. Perspective can exaggerate size. Edits or staged imagery can't be dismissed. Still, the motion remains consistent. The head turns naturally. The gait stays even. There's no follow-up, only a ruined farm, and a figure crossing it quietly. Number 8. At night, a security camera records movement near the sheep. The enclosure is silent till something pale enters the frame. A white, humanoid-shaped figure approaches. Its tone glows under infrared. Its posture upright, slightly unstable. The sheep react instantly. Noise fills the audio. The camera struggles to focus. Before anything escalates, a German shepherd charges in. The figure hesitates, then retreats into darkness. Skepticism matters here. Infrared can wash out color. Low light removes detail. No confirmed features are visible. What remains is the retreat, brief, abrupt, and unanswered. Number 7. In the dead of night, a man steps into his barn. The pigs are crying. Something is wrong. A tall, thin humanoid shape moves forward. Its eyes fixed directly on him. It doesn't roar. It doesn't hesitate. It advances with intent. The man backs away. The figure follows. Skepticism remains important. Shadows distort space. Low frame rates alter motion. A person or staged scene can't be dismissed. Still, the timing stands out. It wasn't there seconds earlier. No sound of entry. Then the camera turns. It's staring into the lens. No attack. Just presence. Number 6. A night vision camera monitors a cattle enclosure. At first, nothing appears unusual. The cows stand calmly. Then a small figure emerges behind one of them, low to the ground, close to its legs. It reaches upward, as if attempting to latch on. The motion is brief, awkward. The cow shifts, and the figure drops back down. It retreats from view. Some call it a goblin. Others point to perspective, shadow, or a small animal misread by contrast. Night vision distorts edges. Short clips remove context. No clear features are visible. The recording continues. Nothing else occurs. Number 5. A drone surveys an abandoned farm in Falling Star, Kansas. Closed since 1999. Left to rot. The structure is collapsing. Broken beams, dry overgrowth, open roof lines. Then the drone pauses above the rear barn. Something moves inside. At first, it resembles shadow. Then the zoom clarifies it. A thin figure, upright, skin appearing wet, standing on long legs with wide feet. Its head tilts upward, not fully turning, just the gaze. Two dark, reflective shapes, where eyes should be. It steps back into the barn shadow. No sound. No disturbance. Later, the drone file registers as recorded in 1987. No one explains why. Number 4. A home video from a rural farm captures something inside an empty chicken coop. Behind the metal mesh, a creature stands motionless. Its eyes reflect brightly in the low light. The face appears hybrid, part feline, part human. Grayish skin, elongated arms. It doesn't pace. It doesn't vocalize. It simply watches the person filming, unblinking. Its movements are slow, deliberate, almost analytical. Low resolution leaves room for doubt. Lighting can distort facial structure. Perspective can exaggerate limbs. The stillness feels intentional. Then, without warning, it lunges at the mesh. The video cuts instantly. No follow-up explains what was inside that coop. Number 3. Late at night, a farm camera captures movement near the livestock. A large figure steps into view. Its upper body appears human. Below the waist, the frame suggests something else. It's carrying a goat in its arms. The animal struggles briefly. The figure doesn't hesitate. It moves with speed toward a wooden fence. Then, without slowing, it crashes through it. Boards splinter. The structure collapses. Skepticism is critical here. Distance distorts anatomy. Low resolution merges shapes. Perspective can fuse two forms into one. Still, the motion remains fluid. The fence falls. The figure disappears into darkness. No clear trail is shown afterward. Number 2. A security camera records movement inside a rural farm. From the darkness, a towering figure steps into view, nearly 3 meters tall, standing upright on 2 legs. It moves directly toward the barn. A dog begins barking, holding its ground. The figure doesn't retreat. It advances. The dog backs away. The proportions look extreme. Elongated frame. Height far beyond typical livestock. Low light can distort scale. Shadows can stretch silhouettes unnaturally. Still, the interaction feels deliberate. No visible panic from the figure. The footage ends before anything escalates. Later, it's said that half the cattle disappeared. No clear explanation followed. Number 1. A night vision camera captures a fenced livestock pen. On one side of the wooden barrier, several sheep stand grouped together, their eyes reflecting brightly in the infrared. On the opposite side, 3 dogs face the fence, alert and tense. Standing behind the fence is a tall, human-shaped figure. Long hair falls over its shoulders. It appears to be wearing a long, light-colored garment. Its eyes reflect intensely toward the camera. One arm extends forward over the fence line, reaching toward the dogs. The dogs bark and jump upward, reacting to the presence directly in front of them. The figure remains upright and still. No sudden attack is visible in this frame. Just confrontation, livestock watching, dogs resisting, and a silent figure separated only by wooden boards.